In Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give right side. Logan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Logan. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. This is Logan. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Play fake. Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
Touchdown, Falcons! Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
On first down, Logan. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike check 33. 33.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second down 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Watch tight, tight.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Murray trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up second down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Down. You want it? All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 93. Shit. Hey. Wahoo. Shit. Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the carry, it's Logan. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
To throw on third down, Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. That'll be complete to Breida. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Hey, echo. Express.
On first down, Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check out read.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Carr. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They run again with Logan. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Monday, down. Blue 80. 15, check my 15. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Hand me. Check 26, check 26.
Carr now on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run it here with Logan. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. He's got Fuller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw is Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They run with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's the way. What's up? Kill. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. situation. Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, it's Drake. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Now Drake. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now, Mike Spitz. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
On second down now, it's Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. All day.
To throw his car. Gets this one to Hill. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try the left side. Logan. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 16-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey. We got 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. He finds an opening past the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.